hoc committee meetings. There are some things I don't understand about it, but I feel like I have a pretty good background now. I think the interesting thing is that when this whole thing started, I got interested because it was our block. And now I see that it's a much bigger problem that it affects the whole community. And I think it's pulling us together as a community. And I'm really grateful that we've had the moratorium so that more people can get on board, more people can get information that they need. My greatest fear right now is that within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, to the 21st, there won't be time to implement guidelines and rules to get something in place. And so I think there are realtors waiting for the 21st to come, and there are empty houses in my neighborhood. There are 2 right now. And so I would really like to see enforcement, and I would also like to see the moratorium continued for another 6 months, if that's what it takes to get something on the books. We keep hearing that things at City Hall are improving, being streamlined, that there's push behind this, but I don't know what those specifics are. So I, as a citizen, I want to believe that, but I want to see this written down. I want to know what we are here for, and I want to know what's going to happen after the 21st. I feel like we shouldn't have to be defending our neighborhoods. I know there are some neighborhoods that are really in trouble. I've heard a lot about the neighborhoods between UWL and WTC, but that's no reason for east of the university to go down to. So I'm here just to say very strongly, we are tired of this, and we know it's a complicated problem. We are willing to help the city in many ways, but we need more time, and we need more specifics. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from this evening? Thank you for coming. The next speaker I have registered is Dan Duncanson of 730 Hillview Avenue.
Good evening. I probably should be at Build-A-Bear right now with my daughter, who has scheduled surgery tomorrow, since family should come first. But this is affecting my family, and so I made the choice to come here and speak on my family's behalf. If the goal of La Crosse is to convert more homes to rental units, more single-family homes to rental units, then we're on the right track. But I don't like the track that would be on. I'll go back to spring of '95. I bought my house on Hillview Avenue, which borders Myrick Park. So I consider that whole area my neighborhood. So this spring will be 19 years that I've been at that location. Since then, we've brought 3 children into the world, ages 13, 10, and 6. We used to have a zoo down there, which was nice, but that's been gone for a while, and that's not this topic. I guess what's really bothered me over the last few years is to see the number of single-family homes in my direct neighborhood be converted to rentals. You've heard me say this before. In the last few months, I've actually moved 2 of my neighbors to neighboring communities. I moved one family to Holman, and I helped move another family to French Island. These are neighbors who I've known for 19 years. I've known them by name. We've got together. I can borrow things from them. Now they're gone. The reason they're gone is because they don't want to live between rental units, and that's what's happening in my neighborhood. Off the top of my head, I have like 5 rentals to the right of me, where I used to have 1. It just doesn't seem like there's any end to this. So we've recently talked about trying to plan on when would be a good time to move out of La Crosse. We talked about maybe moving to the south side of La Crosse and still be here, but we've talked about moving to neighboring communities like West Salem or Holman. It's disheartening to see your neighbors move away as a direct result of single-family homes being converted into rentals. And people in my neighborhood, typically when a new renter moves in, they're there for a year, then they move on, a new renter moves in, they're it's almost pointless to try to get to know your neighbor, because they're just temporary neighbors. The other issue that comes with this, we have a lot more cars parking in front of the house. The unit next to me, there's 6 rooms, yet there's 8 cars that are associated with that building.
Mr. Duncanson, wrap it up.
Okay, so I want to finish with saying, I don't know who controls the city of La Crosse. I don't know, I hope it's not our realtors and landlords. I hope it's the citizens of La Crosse. Thank you.
I have a question. Mr. Brownell, are you planning on speaking or are you decided not to speak?
I'd like to speak.